During an elimination night for a reality show, the zombie apocalypse happens. Within the fortified house of Olympus, the stars remain clueless about the situation until a determined production gopher named Nina arrives. The stars don't believe her when she warns them about the outbreak, so Marcos opens the door, allowing a zombie to get in and bite Plage. Nina takes Marcos and another contestant, Tika, to a nearby supermarket to get her medicine, but when they return, Plage has bitten her friend Madonna, forcing Veronica and Augusto to end her. Meanwhile, the director, Brandao, ends up in an office with the recently eliminated star Jessica. During all this, the show's original director, Anna, takes her son Leo to the studio, knowing that it was designed to be self-sufficient, making it ideal for surviving the apocalypse. As they get used to the apocalypse, Marcos starts shooting the zombies outside the studio, using the guns they retrieved from officers the previous day. Seeing his housemates, Tika wonders how he survived living with them for 2 months during the show. Nina assures him that it's better here than outside. Eventually, Marcos kills all the zombies inside the gate. Elsewhere, Anna complains about her son's driving, so he remarks that at least his father was around to teach him to drive. Seeing her hurt by his statement, Leo apologizes, acknowledging that she worked hard to support them. Suddenly, they reach a roadblock. Meanwhile, Brandao is driven mad by his zombified host Divina banging on the door, so he breaks a lamp to turn it into a spear. He tasks Jessica to open the door for him, but she's too scared. He yells at her, insisting that she needs to reunite with her fiancé even though she cheated on him with Tika on live TV. This quiets her down, so she prepares to open the door. As soon as she does, Brandao stabs Divina while ranting about the demanding host. Outside, Anna and Leo are searched by armed officers Cardozo and Robson. The two are employed by Congressman Levy to get him to safety, so Robson drains Anna and Leo's car of fuel. During this, another woman named Teresa sits at the back of the police car, as she was supposed to be detained before the outbreak happened. Anna berates the congressman for stealing from civilians, but Levy excuses that it's necessary. Not wanting to be abandoned, Leo hints that they know a place where there's security, food, and satellite communication. At the studio, Brandao and Jessica navigate across the halls until they see a zombie. Brandao accidentally drops his spear as they escape, but they manage to get into the control room. Unfortunately, the phones are dead, but they find that the other contestants are still alive. Using the speakers in the house, Brandao speaks to the housemates, and Jessica greets Tika, who's happy to hear that she's alive. Brandao orders the housemates to save them in the control room, noticing that they have a rifle with them. Marcos refuses since he's only killed zombies while in the safety of the rooftop. To give them no choice, Brandao uses the control panel to shut the blinds and emit flashing lights and noise in the house. Jessica tries to stop him, but he insists that it's the only way to get the others to save them. Finally, Tika announces that he'll go, thus putting a stop to the madness. Given what he did, Marcos refuses to let Brandao in their house, but Tika points out that Jessica is there too. Despite feeling a bit jealous, Nina volunteers to help. Cautiously, the two traverse the dark hallway and immediately see the zombie outside the control room. Nina recognizes the woman as Brandao's assistant producer before she shoots her. With that, Jessica runs to Tika's arms. Dismissing this, Nina checks the control room for anything useful while Brandao demands her to stop, pointing out that he's her boss. While checking the TV for news, Tika recalls that Marcos heard something on the radio outside the supermarket, but it was in a foreign language. Brandao thinks it's a good sign, so they should head to the airport. However, Nina points out that they're stuck there. Elsewhere, Levy's aide, Christina, thinks it's foolish to go to the studio. However, Leo points out that his mother planned the studio's construction, including its communication system. Anna notes that they can use the studio's communication channel to call for help, but she's the only one who knows how to do so. Convinced, Levy agrees to take them in. With that, Leo sits at the back of the car with Teresa. At Olympus, Brandao immediately starts eating the food, so Nina reminds him that they must ration their supplies. Still, he keeps eating, annoying everyone. During the ride to the studio, Leo tries to get to know his companion, so she shares that she was arrested for filming the cops getting high during the riots and posting it on the internet. As if to prove this, Robson actually uses medication during the drive and shares it with Christina. Teresa adds that they're only keeping her to use her as bait for the zombies when they need to. At Olympus, Augusto shares how the Bible mentioned the dead rising, so Marcus jokingly wonders if they're being punished for their sins. Tika, however, is more serious as he thinks that everyone had a hand in turning their world like this. This makes everyone quiet down. In contrast, Brandao insults the people who just saved his life for not doing anything more. He suggests driving getting out of the studio by using Madonna's chopped up body as bait for the zombies. This horrifies everyone, but Brandao proceeds to get a cleaver. As the man chops the body, everyone looks away in disgust. Tika approaches Nina on the rooftop to ask what they should do. Feeling emotional, she gets close to him, and Jessica spots them kissing. Soon, Brandao fills a bucket with innards. Having gotten drunk after seeing Tika kiss another woman, Jessica offers to help Brandao, much to everyone's surprise. When Nina tries to discourage her, the spiteful woman reveals that she saw her kissing Tika. Brandao then gets ready, but other than Jessica, no one wants to go with him. As they head out, the others point out that if they open the gate, they'll just let the zombies in, thus trapping them again. However, Brandao doesn't care. Refusing to let him endanger Jessica, Tika stands in Brandao's way while Nina aims a gun at him. Brandao reminds Nina that he's her boss, but the woman fires a warning shot before claiming that she quits. Out of options, Brandao hits Tika and chokes him on the ground. Nina hesitates on shooting since she might hit Tika, so Jessica grabs a rolling pin and knocks Brandao out. Meanwhile, the police stop by a fork in the road, noting that there'll likely be more zombies once they move forward. Leo invites Teresa to stretch her legs since there'll be more of the dead later. However, she comments that their problem is the living. The others plan out their route, but Anna refuses to reveal the whole path to the studio to ensure that they won't abandon her and her son. By evening, Brandao wakes up bound and gagged. The rest think he's gone mad, but Nina defends that their boss will calm down soon. Hearing him struggle, Augusto checks on the director. He removes his gag to allow him to breathe, then scolds him for what he did earlier. Brandao insists that the others will kill him, and coincidentally, in the lounge, Veronica does suggest ending the man to ensure their survival. Brandao likens this to the elimination round in their show, so he suggests that the others will eventually turn on Augusto next after he's gone. He implies how the others ranted hatefully about him in their confession booths and thus made him a national joke. In the lounge, Marcus wonders what's taking Augusto so long to return, and the others start joking about the poor man. Unknown to them, Augusto has snuck out of the studio to watch them through the one-way mirror where the cameras used to record them, listening to their jokes. Getting back to the topic, Nina refuses to kill anyone and instead suggests injuring Brandao to keep him from doing anything drastic. Before they can decide, Brandao steps in and takes Nina's gun, having been freed by Augusto. With a gun aimed at the others, Augusto also takes Marcus' rifle. Brandao then grabs Nina as their hostage before they leave with a bucket of guts. As the three reach outside, the others catch up, hoping to stop them from opening the gates. Nervous, Augusto drops the keys, distracting Brandao long enough for Tika to try to grab the gun. However, Brandao accidentally pulls the trigger, shooting Tika. Seeing this, Marcus punches the director. While Tika struggles in Nina's arms, Jessica backs away in horror. Soon, Tika passes away, and Nina screams in anguish. During this, Augusto starts scattering the guts on one side of the gate to clear the zombies. In grief, Nina finds her gun and starts firing away. She stops when she sees the gate's hinges loosening. Thus, the zombies spill inside and attack Augusto. Marcos pulls Veronica to safety, but she goes back for Nina. Close by, Anna gives Cardozo directions to the studio while zombies are hot on their tail. Leo spots the other survivors retreating into the studio just before they crash the car into the gate. Meanwhile, Brandao gets caught by the zombies and eaten alive. A grieving Jessica returns to Olympus, then exits toward the control room, leaving the door open so the zombies spill inside the house. Marcus, Veronica, and Nina make it inside and seal the door to the garden to keep the zombies out, but they know the glass doors won't hold forever. Meanwhile, Jessica walks the hallway, but a zombie bites her arm. She manages to escape and lock herself in the control room, where she sees the chaos happening in Olympus. She uses the speakers to talk to them and closes the blinds to prevent the zombies from breaking the glass. However, more zombies are gathering at the opposite door to the house, so Nina instructs Jessica to open the oracle room for them. Unfamiliar with the control panel, the woman struggles to open it. Soon, the zombies break in, and the survivors fight for their lives. Marcus and Veronica get outnumbered, so Nina retreats to the oracle room alone when Jessica opens it. Outside, the police car won't start, so Cardozo decides to fight his way through. He leaves the car open and easily gets outnumbered while more zombies try to get into the car. With Anna getting cornered, Robson desperately shoots the zombies. In the oracle room, Nina is shaking in grief and fear. Looking down at her bitten arm, Jessica apologizes to Nina for destroying the safe haven they had. Nina also apologizes, knowing that the other woman acted out of jealousy earlier because of her. She then adds that since Jessica is the last contestant standing, she won the show. This doesn't comfort Jessica at all. With nothing left to lose, Nina tells Jessica to open the door so she can fight her way to her. However, Jessica tells her to escape instead since she already already got bitten. Accepting that she can't save her, Nina prepares to fight through the zombies. As Jessica opens the doors, Nina roars and starts hacking her way to escape. The following day, everyone in the police car is still alive, as the dead zombies have blocked the open door. Robson is counting his bullets repeatedly, annoying Christina. A zombie suddenly slams on their window, and Christina recognizes the zombified Augusto from the show. Since the stars are probably dead, Robson rants that they should have just stayed in the woods. As the others argue, more zombies get drawn to the car, so Teresa tells them to shut up. Seeing something from the rearview mirror, Anna points out the utility hole behind the car, which can lead them into the studio. However, Robson argues that the cover is locked. Teresa volunteers to go and open it. Christina is quick to accept her offer, but Anna asserts that they must ensure Teresa's survival. With that, Levy orders Robson to uncuff her and give her a gun. When Teresa also asks for grenades, Robson refuses, but the congressman orders him to give them to her. Someone still needs to open the trunk, so Robson quietly exits the car and opens it from the outside. The woman exits as quietly as possible, then uses one grenade to divert the zombies away. She then uses a smoke bomb to hide from the zombies. As she heads towards the utility, Robson shoots stragglers on her path. Still, Teresa gets pinned by a zombie, and Robson can't make a clear shot. 3 more zombies notice the woman, so Robson steps closer to shoot the one pinning her down. Leo then finds a riot shield from the car and gives it to Teresa. She uses this to block the zombies while she breaks the utility hole's lock. However, 3 zombies crowd her. With Robson unable to shoot without risking her, Leo uses a crowbar to stab the zombified Augusto, thus freeing her. Finally, they open the doors, and the others hurry to get in. Inside the tunnels, Anna leads them to the studio's maintenance room. However, just as Leo closes the door, a zombie slips his arm in. Anna and Robson hurry to help Leo keep the door closed while Teresa grabs an axe nearby and chops the zombie's arm off. Despite the woman saving their lives, Christina refuses to let Teresa carry the axe because she views her as a criminal. Anna defends Teresa, claiming that she won't continue helping them if the woman isn't allowed to carry the weapon. Robson agrees, so Christina defiantly claims that she warned them. As they continue, Christina suddenly screams, but it's only because of a cockroach. Finally, they find the ladder that leads to the studio, and Robson confirms that the area above is clear. While the group rests, Leo sits with Teresa, who admires his mother's determination. Leo recalls that his mother was always strong until she was fired from the show she worked so hard for. While Anna makes a map of the studio on the floor, Christina berates her boss for giving the woman too much power, thinking that Anna will lead them into a trap. Suddenly, Robson gathers them as Anna explains the plan. The halls and control room surround the Olympus house, so Anna suggests clearing the control room first so they can take charge of Olympus. If there are zombies inside, then they have to kill them. Soon, the group quietly proceed, passing by bloodied walls and bodies everywhere. They reach the control room, but Christina doesn't go inside out of fear. The others find Jessica sitting on the chair while a crawling zombie corners Christina outside. Suddenly, Jessica attacks Leo, but he's protected by the riot shield. Desperate, Christina uses her heels to kill the zombie approaching her while Teresa kills the zombified Jessica. Christina finally joins them, proud that she killed a zombie by herself. However, Anna laments how the control board is broken. Thankfully, she fixes it enough to give them a view of Olympus. To their horror, it's already overrun. Christina berates Anna for taking them there, but the woman insists that they can still call for help using the studio's channels. However, they need access to Olympus to do this, so Anna plots to use the halls where the cameramen are supposed to be positioned to allow them to deal with the undead one room at a time. With that, Leo and Robson go to the hall and defeat the zombies there. They get pinned, so Levy hands Teresa a gun so she can help despite Christina's protest. Teresa kills the zombies, but Robson takes the gun back from her. Finally, Anna triggers the alarms in the house to distract the zombies and seals the doors to separate them. This allows Leo, Teresa, and Robson to kill the zombies easily. The trio soon gets to the zombified Veronica and easily ends her. Eventually, all zombies in Olympus are dead, and Anna, who's thrilled to have a purpose again, goes to prepare food while Christina hurries to the bathroom. After finally using the toilet, Christina cleans herself up, but a zombified Nina appears behind her. Hearing her scream, the others hurry to help, but Anna notices something odd about Nina. She's calm and isn't attacking, so Anna approaches the zombie while the others watch and worry. Finally, Nina jumps at Anna, but luckily, her son saves her. Leo then embraces his crying mother, but she excuses herself out of the room. Later that evening, the survivors are finally able to sleep soundly, but Anna is in the kitchen, torching a knife. She then uses the hot hot metal to cauterize the hidden bite on her arm, though this likely won't stop the zombie virus from spreading to her.
Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.